Hello, dear friends. It's been a long time. I've been through sort of a living hell for the last couple of months, so I have been unable to post. I had an intestinal infection that made me very, very ill and bedridden, and taking lots of pills and antibiotics and things, and so that's why I haven't been posting. And also, the Vegematic show almost seems irrelevant compared to the monumental, historical, earth-changing things that are going on since I have last posted. The whole police violence thing that's going on, and the standing up to it and revolting. And it is scary to see militarized police on the streets violating people's civil rights. But like George Carlin has said, you have no rights, you have privileges, and they can be revoked at any time. And it looks like a lot of those privileges are being revoked. And it was wonderful today. I managed to catch the tail end of a live stream with Sandy and Hambone. Hambone has arrived at Sandy's place in New York, and we'll be moving into the Hambone Hilton. I just thought I'd do an update for those of you who have missed having Humpty Dumpty Tribe on the YouTube platform without having a credit card, or having to do the weird computer stuff that you got to do to pay for things. It's really annoying. But anyway, I'm digressing. It is wonderful to have Hambone and Sandy posting, and to see all of you out there still. I have been commenting a little on YouTube. I just have not had the inspiration to be able to post. Not just inspiration, but it's very unattractive when you're posting when you're ill, so there's that, and that's just my vanity. I don't know why I have any vanity left at 63. I'm falling apart, and I'm facing Oblivion, as we all are, but I'm really facing Oblivion. Anyway, it's good to see everybody back here, and as usual, please comment, because that's the only way I know that somebody's watching and somebody actually has an interest in what I have to say. You have no life, do you? But regardless of that, I love you all, and I need you. I need your friendship. I really do, honestly. This whole virus thing and the whole masks and distancing and everything, and on top of the world falling apart, everything's going wrong. Mankind's running around in little circles, and they don't know where they're marching to, but they're marching to somewhere, and it's a place called Oblivion. Now, Oblivion encompasses everything, I suppose, the entire planet, the ecosystem. We're heading to Oblivion. There is no way around it. And how nasty the journey will be, I guess it will be up to certain individuals that are controlling things. And generally, these individuals do not have your best interests at heart. I know that's hard to believe, but these oligarchs are running things. They are turning things into authoritarian states faster than you can shake a stick at, and it's just going nuts, and it's going crazier and crazier and crazier. And you know what? I'm glad that my Oblivion may come sooner than the Earth's Oblivion, because what's coming is going to make World War II look like a walk in the park on Sunday. It really is, because you know what's going to happen once one of those nukes goes off. It's going to be a damn chain reaction, and with a mental case in the White House and his finger on the button, and wiping out any sense of intelligence, and yeah, I've been watching the protests on live stream, and actually London, Ontario had a pretty good protest, and I was very impressed, because I've lived in London, Ontario, Canada's armpit, for quite a few years and attended several protests in the past that were little kind of local things and nobody paid much attention. But this small city in the armpit of Canada, London, Ontario, had 10,000 people out yesterday, which was very impressive. And maybe London isn't such an armpit. Maybe it's getting better. But it was very well behaved. Somebody tried to start some shit, and everybody said non-violence, 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 which was really beautiful. The cops stayed away because we're in Canada. We're not down in Mordor like you guys that are trapped down there. And I would like to go down to Mordor to visit Sandy and Hambone and Basil and all these great people that I know. But the border is closed. It's been closed to me for a long time, but it's actually closed, permanently shut down until something happens. I don't know what. What else has been happening? Well, aside from my own personal issues of advancing decrepitude, which we all have to face eventually, even you young'uns out there, you're going to have to face advancing decrepitude. And advancing decrepitude applies to everything. Everything is advancing decrepitude. It's a matter of time. And time is running out for us all from the moment we're born, I guess. And we don't get really much say in it. So I say, well, it's been nice. I'm going to try and keep doing these things because it means something to me to be able to communicate with people that actually think about things and don't sugarcoat the truth and don't pretend that we're not facing multiple crises. And I appreciate that some people don't want to stick their head in the sand like so many do. And I appreciate that the times we are going through are transformational in so many ways. And how bad the ride down is up to us largely, because we got to stop fascism. We got to somehow try and reason with these people. And I guess you can't reason with them. I've been watching the protests, the live streams and everything. The comments from these Trump-tards are just unbelievable. Take a machine gun and shoot them all and blah, blah, blah. And they're like all out fascist idiots. And it doesn't matter how advanced a civilization becomes, eventually it sinks into barbarism. And any empire, eventually, the outrages that are imposed on other nations by that empire are brought home to be used against the citizens, which is what we're seeing now. Unmarked cops, people disappearing. Disappearing. It's like it happened in Latin America under Pinochet and a lot of other tin pot dictators. People just weren't seen anymore. Is this what's happening in America? How would you know if it wasn't? You wouldn't know. You just hadn't seen somebody in a while. Never mind they're off at some black site or some concentration camp. You don't know that's not going on. You don't know how evil can be. And if you look at the man at the top of the pyramid, man, that is just pure revolting evil. This is like turns everything backwards. And this is what really evil people do. They turn everything upside down and backwards. Much like the Bible that he was holding, upside down and backwards. Everything he says is upside down and backwards, because that's how these evil bastards do it. Because most normal people have no conception of anybody possibly being that wicked, that evil, that full of malice that you just can't picture it, because hey, we can get along. Hey, I like you, man. You're a nice person. You're sweet. You're good. You're a bastard, but I'll stay away from you. All that stuff. It's just this is the average person. We're not megalomaniacs that want to control other people. And this is why I love cats. Cats cannot be controlled. You can have them as pets, but you can't control them. They have minds of their own, and you can't train them either. And this is why people that don't like cats like control. They like having something or somebody that they can control because they're so insecure inside of themselves that if they can't control somebody else, then they have no value. Never mind trying to develop spiritually, never mind trying to improve the world that you live in. No, exercising power is what gives you the erections that you need. It's disgusting. It's just, I've had enough. I've had enough with life. Life is a piece of shit. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. You can have good moments, but overall, the whole experience, it kind of sucks, let's face it. And it sucks because of the people that suck the life out of us all. The oligarchs, the heads of corporations and oil companies that are literally sucking the life out of the planet and each and every one of us. They're the winners. They're who you should look up to. Nah, man, this world is crazy. It's upside down and backwards. And I don't see much hope other than within yourself to find the goodness and the beauty within each of us. And it's there. It's buried pretty deep in some people, and some have so much shit piled upon it that they don't know what to do anymore because it's so buried in shit that they can't find the tiny bit of compassion that is somewhere underneath that huge pile of shit. They keep digging and digging and digging, and all they do is fling that shit everywhere. No, we're not like that. So anyway, this is a crazy rant, I know, and I hope some people are still out there and watching it. I don't really give a shit if I get up to 1,000 subscribers anymore. It's just a big joke with me because it's like, well, 10 years, he still hasn't got 1,000. I don't really care very much. What I care about is the people that I do have watching me and that can appreciate just the happy hopelessness of the whole situation. So remain to be happily hopeless and be a romantic, but you've got to be a strong romantic. You've got to be somebody who knows that pain will be dealt to those who feel things too much, and that's okay because we feel joy more than other people. So it balances out in the end. And anyway, I'm going to say good night, and this is probably, I did this whole thing in one take. I just can't seem to shut up because it's been a while. Anyway, everybody out there, Sandy, Hambone, Tex, Anthony, myriads of names that are always presented to me, and then I smile when I see their names because I know they're going to say something nice and something profound. And I appreciate each and every one of you because I've got no friends. I've got no friends. I'm locked in this basement and I have no friends anymore, and everybody's left me alone. I have you though. I have you. Thank you. Blessings upon everybody. Peace, love, understanding, all that shit.